Next up tonight, Ruben is joined by Sarah and Jack for a new season of Soccerholics.
Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Soccerholics. We made it, guys. We got commissioned. Thank goodness for that. But before we kick off Season 2, let's have a really cheeky look at all the great things that happened on Season 1. Let's go.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night? What was Wenger thinking sending Walker on that early? The thing about Arsenal is they always try to walk it in. Yes, of course, next up on YSTV Live is Soccerholics.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Soccerholics, the show which covers football from campus all the way to Camp Nou. Today I'm joined by two amazing guests. Would you like to introduce yourselves? I think it's only right we jump into our first game. Let's see. So, on your headline, there's going to be a headline that comes up from recent football news, and you guys have to do your best at guessing the rest of the headline. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let's get the first headline up. If women's football cares about the climate crisis, it must cut ties with
Men.
True.
Bayern Munich's Eric Dyer is already something with a huge German something.
Oh, there's so many things that I can't say on TV.
We'll move on. Manchester United assessing someone as potential Eric Ten Hag successor.
Southgate.
It is in fact Southgate. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. Don't test me, pal. So there's going to be a category. You have to say how many of that category you can name in 30 seconds. The other person will say a number higher, or they'll say, I'm testing you, pal. And then we'll test each other. Does that make sense? 2023 World Cup squad. This is the Women's World Cup squad.
I'm gonna do 13. Earps, Roebuck, Hampton, Williamson, Bright, Greenwood, Carter, Walsh, Bronze, Rousseau, Mead, Kelly, Daly. I don't know how many that is now. Is someone counting?
You're on 12, you've got one more.
Oh my, no.
One more.
Bronze. Did I say bronze?
You already said bronze.
Greenwood is Greenwood. You already said Greenwood.
Right, next category. Players who are rated 89 and above on the new, well, I say FIFA, it's now EAFC 24.
Yeah, I could probably say 6.
Go on then.
Okay.
Okay, right. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
Mbappe, Haaland, De Bruyne, Harry Kane,
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling.
No.
Definitely not.
Definitely not, no.
Anyway, we'll move on to the Dream Team. So, when I was pitching this show to Wise TV, I knew that there were a lot of people who weren't very interested in football, especially not in Wise TV. So, I thought I'd make Dream Team. And Dream Team is a way of making football accessible to people who weren't interested in football. What is the offside rule?
Some sort of sandwich.
What is the offside rule?
I don't know. Something goes off the side of something and that's not good.
Can you explain what a false 9 is?
Annoyingly, I've seen Ted Lasso.
Oh no!
Slightly prepares me to answer this question.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Can you explain what a regista is? A what now? No, okay, right, that's fine.
If they ran at each other, who would win?
Thank you so much. And you have watched Soccerholics. Thank you very much. Well, there we go. What a fantastic way to sort of recap that last season. But we've got some great guests coming up for the start of season 2. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Sarah. Yeah.
Who do you support?
City.
All right, there we go. Okay.
No,
okay.
Yeah, Man City mainly.
Okay. And Jack?
My name is Jack, yeah, and I'm a Leicester fan in disguise right now. I've got a really retro Porter shirt on, but I've got my Leicester one underneath.
I love it. Double kit. Like I said, wear a football shirt, and you've worn football
worn
shirts. So yeah, it's great. It's great.
I didn't have any
We'll-
more. I would have bought them all.
We'll move on to our first game of the episode. On your headline, it's a classic. I had to return to it. I think the formula works too well. Let's move on to our first headline. Newcastle introduced something for deaf fans. This was a headline, a really wholesome headline that I read about earlier today. Any ideas what they could have introduced for deaf fans to enjoy the game more?
Is it an induction loop around the stadium?
Not quite. You're getting there.
Free hearing aids.
No. I'll give you a clue. We've just talked about them.
Shirts, kits.
Yes, but something special. Why for a deaf fan?
You got braille on them.
Almost.
Oh.
They are sound shirts. Now, sound shirts, from what I could sort of gather, I'm not too techie, as YTV knows, but sound shirts, they sort of have built-in technology, which means whatever sounds the stadium are making, the deaf fans can feel that.
Oh, that's insane.
It came from like operas and musicals and stuff to
How does
help
a
deaf
shirt
people
do
watch
that?
opera. So yeah, the Newcastle have sort of invested all that oil money into some
Play Newcastle.
some sound shirts. So you know,
play, yeah.
it's ended up being moral, which is great. Next, this is a little bit more about the shirts. So they put microphones around St James's and then
Cute.
sorted that out, which
Insane.
it's a really nice headline. Anyway, moving on. Kelleher, which is the Liverpool backup goalkeeper, hailed as incredible by Liverpool fans after making a stunning save with his something, before claiming the goalkeeper was something after his error led to Atalanta's opener. If you figure out the second one, the first one will become easier.
Right, okay.
So
Before-
The second one off his line.
No, but I like the creativity. But what they would claim something, and why would they need to stop the game? Think about that.
On the floor.
Nosebleed.
No. Oh well. Think. Why would he have no? That's not the right answer for the first one. But what would he save the ball with?
His nose.
His head.
He got a broken nose.
His face. He saved the ball with his face before, and then they claimed he was concussed.
Oh dear.
I meant to be keeping track of scores. I forgot. Sarah, I think you get 1 for nose.
Yeah.
But there's plenty more points to be had, so don't worry, Jack. You can come back.
Solid.
And here he is saving the ball with his nose.
Ouch.
Yeah, and then
Sucks to be
quickly
him.
conceded a goal after that. Last headline. Something technology has been approved by clubs for the 2024.
Offside. Is it VAR?
Yes,
Offside or
there we
VAR.
go. There we go. The comeback is on.
Yeah.
Semi-automated offside technology. So it's meant to make decisions about 30 seconds shorter. Rather than
Hopefully.
rather than having to wait around for VAR so much. Speaking of
Many opinions.
decisions and bad decisions, possibly, but we'll come to decide that. Saka went down for almost penalty recently, Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. Let's have a look, and then we can make our own decision on whether that was a penalty or not. Let's see. That in the studio, but luckily I forced you guys to watch it beforehand. So, why's my image gone? That's not good. There we go. What do we think?
It's a
Penalty,
tricky one.
no penalty?
Very, very tricky one. I must say, there was some big scenes in Courtyard when this happened. They were playing the City game, but there was a few illegal streamers in the building.
Oh, I see.
So there was, yeah.
Which we don't condone.
No.
Yeah, what do we make? What do we make of it?
I don't think it's a pen, I'm going to be honest. I used to be a goalkeeper, and I think as a goalkeeper coming out of goal to sort of, track down the striker, make yourself look bigger. Yeah, he's put his foot out a little bit, but he's not put it out far enough for, Saka to actually fall over it.
Yeah.
And as in like a sort of like, I can't think of the word, but sort of make it a pen.
Yeah. It's not a foul.
No.
In a sense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if this was on the halfway line, it wouldn't be a penalty.
No.
It wouldn't be a foul,
Absolutely
sorry.
It wouldn't be a
Obviously
foul,
it
no.
It wouldn't be a foul. So that's sort of the way I look at it. I mean, the way I was reading about it, and according to the referee's manual, if you like, is the fact that Neuer didn't move his foot. He stopped still. That means Saka
stood his
ran
ground.
into him.
Yeah.
So I'm in agreement, to be honest. I didn't think it was a penalty. But we can move on to another call. A bit of an awful image, but pretty much
That is
David
an awful
Raya kicked the ball to Gabriel. And
After the
was
whistle,
blown.
yeah.
And Gabrielle just sort of picked it up and put it back on the
It's
floor.
a clear pen. I don't know how it wasn't given.
It's such a strange one, isn't it? What-
If the
Sarah,
whistle's blown, the ball's in play.
I think, yeah, I think Saka could have anticipated it more. It was a sticky one. To me, upon first reflection, it just looked like a silly little trip up rather than.
for the first, yeah. Okay.
Oh, was that a different one?
No, this is
Oh,
so.
sorry.
This is another
it's fine, it's fine.
controversial
The
one.
Arsenal goalkeeper kicked the ball to the defender for a goal kick, and then the defender just picked it up.
After the 90-minute.
After the whistle had gone, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't get given as penalty. I think we can all agree that should have been a penalty.
Easily.
Yeah. We'll move on to a new game with these fine gentlemen. This is called State of That, which is,
that is
where
awful.
we are going to guess some of the worst kits I can find online. So this was, I've already forgotten the name, a very low league team in
That's disgusting.
Spain, possibly. They won't be as hard as this, but this is probably the most famous ugly kit.
They look like they're from Attack on Titan.
Operation.
It looked, it's the. I like the way the guy on the right's tucked it in, but then the one in the middle hasn't tucked it in, so it looks so weird, like how it's just like flowing.
Look at
It's
all.
really, really strange. Anyway, we'll move on to the first. So, fingers at the buzzers, or
Right.
get ready. Can you guess whose this is?
Oh.
Is that Liverpool?
Shut up.
It is in fact Liverpool.
Yeah.
This is
Really?
I thought so. I
95
thought so.
It's a goalkeeper shirt.
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
Carlsberg.
Yeah, the sponsors are going to be a big help for this game.
It will
David
be.
James sporting that. I actually don't mind the shirt.
It's
came-
all right.
Don't mind
It's
it.
interesting.
I mean, you heard about when they used to design goalkeeper shirts, they made them as big and bright as they can to try and dazzle the opponents. That's what all the old England shirts were sort of, England goalkeeper shirts were sort of meant to be based on.
Interesting.
If it was short sleeved, I would actually consider it if I saw it in like a charity shop.
Yeah.
I
There's a
actually
bit
think,
too much going on for my liking. If they got rid of the white like claws and it wasn't navy, maybe.
I don't like a one sleeve's yellow and one's orange.
I know, I want it
That's
to
yeah,
be-
I don't know if that's the underside or if that's, I can't work it out. But anyway,
Yeah.
that is our first kit. So that's 2-1. Sarah, you got some making up to do. Get ready. This one.
Arsenal.
Oh. This was, in fact...
It's the sponsor again,
They're
yeah.
helping you out, yeah.
Sponsors are so helpful. Arsenal 14/15.
I don't mind that one either,
It's
you
quite
know.
nice. I like the blues.
I don't like this one.
No?
It's the light green stripes and the light green.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
You
didn't
missed
see
it.
that.
I
Okay,
I missed
fair.
it, yeah.
But it's like dark blue, light blue, and then that green.
And then the red light. That.
Well, yeah, it's,
Valid,
It's
yeah.
too much contrasting colours. I don't like it.
Was that a third kit or second kit? Sorry.
away kit?
I think
Really?
it was away, yeah. I,
I think
recognise
it's
it.
away kit.
Interesting.
Oh, was that the yellow one? I can't remember. Either way, comment down below if you you really know which one. I could easily look it up. But anyway, this one easy.
Barca.
Ah. I can't.
You had that. You had that.
I know.
This was Barcelona. This is the season before the Spotify kits.
Oh, wow.
started coming out.
Okay.
I really like Spotify kits actually.
Yeah,
I think they look
they're
quite
pretty
nice,
good.
like a Spotify logo on the shirt. I really hate this one though. I
Yeah.
can just see like because I mean partially because of the team that sort of wore it. Like it was when they had like Luke De Jong,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Memphis Depay, like a really really weird team.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact. Imagine you see where it says Rakuten or whatever it is. Rakuten.
Yeah.
Rakuten, whatever it is.
Yes.
Imagine you like drew a line there and then continued. It could just be two different shirts.
Yeah.
Like the shoulders.
They don't.
and-
It
Oh,
blends.
yeah,
it
no,
doesn't-
valid.
It looks like it's just been photoshopped and stuck together.
Yeah.
Jack, another point.
Harmonising.
Next one.
Bing bong, bing bing.
Yes.
Is it Tottenham? No.
Chelsea.
It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea. This
The
is
sponsor again.
Chelsea. For this one, it's just the colour. I really, really don't.
That
like
wouldn't
the
be an
colour.
ugly
It's
shirt for Tottenham at all, would it?
It's like an off-white top.
The
is
badge,
it?
the sleeve looks like a bit like it could be Tottenham, but
Oopsies.
yeah. Oh well. Last one. It's
Oh,
hard.
that is. I recognise
I'll
that
let you
branding.
guess first. I'll let you just have a
It's
go.
fine.
It's
Don't
Italian
worry.
team.
Is it Napoli?
What the hell?
It is in fact Napoli. Napoli.
Oh, I'll tell you why I know that. I've got a mate who wears that shirt. No, not that one, but she
Oh
wears
God. Hopefully
a Napoli
they're
shirt
not,
all the
hopefully they're not
time.
watching. Oh right, okay, not that
Oh,
one.
sorry,
I'm glad.
Caitlin, if you're watching. Definitely not.
This one, I'm not.
No, the camera is just weird.
Yeah, it is.
I get the.
Especially when they normally play in like a light blue.
Yeah, yeah.
It just looks so much worse, that one.
Yeah.
2 sponsors, though.
It's
think
because
that is-
Italian teams have no money, so they
Yeah.
have so because they don't own their stadiums.
No,
Apart
Lazio and Roma share.
Yeah, yeah, and
So do the Milan teams,
Do
yeah.
they? Oh, who
Yeah.
knew?
um.
me.
Anyway, that brings us on to this. This. Where is it?
Ooh.
This. There we go.
Yes.
Didn't show up. This was the news that England have changed. Obviously, it used to be the George's cross on the back collar of their shirt, and now it's this cross. What do we think? Any initial thoughts? I mean, it definitely hit the news.
I like the reasoning behind it, but I think they could have got about it a different way because at the end of the day, a flag's a flag.
Mm.
Like, if you put the Japan flag and change the red to yellow, it would be strange.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
but I like the reasoning behind it, though.
Same. I think
Yeah, sorry.
I think they should have kept it, but I'm not against it. I kind of like it a little bit.
I do think it's a really nice colorway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think out of everyone to sort of be making these moral kind of decisions, Nike aren't the people to do it. But so can we guess what Joey Barton had to say about this flag? I'll give you a clue.
Oh.
It's not very nice.
So I've got to guess a not very nice, but oh, goody, okay.
Oh no, it's nothing too inflammatory. Well, no, it's inflammatory, but it's it's no swearing.
Okay. Trying to sneak that.
And it doesn't make sense. That's the funniest bit. Like, it's just like, imagine you can guess very, sort of easily something that Joey Barton would say about the George flag getting destroyed. Any idea?
No.
Is it something to do with pride and
Yes.
LGBTQ and
But there's another one that you threw in, which I found really, really funny. He said it's woke, gay.
Oh, goody, okay.
But my
that's a
favorite
whole combination of words. That.
My favorite
lot
part
to
is
unpack
there's no comma between gay and communist. So
It's just a gay communist.
woke, gay communist, which I don't know. There's a gay communist. I don't know.
Just one gay communist.
But yeah, for such a hero, Joey Barton decided to talk about this rather than the fact it is £120, or the other version costs £85. It is ridiculous.
Whoa.
So find
That
something
is
else to complain
expensive,
about. Anyway,
Dear
we'll
me.
move on. We'll move on to the last section of the show called Studs Up, which is our debate section. Miles, would you like to come to the stage? So last season, we finished our dream team. You can go and have a look at another episode to see how that went.
Okay.
But we can't just make another team. I thought we'd change up the game a little bit, and we're going to have a debate.
Solid.
Okay?
Yep.
Miles, move the mic a little bit closer. Hey, you are going to decide the debate. The
Okay.
debate outcome. Do you know anything about football?
I don't know much at all.
Right, let's see.
I've got a
Can
great
you-
show for you, you know.
What is, let's think, what is an inverted fullback?
Is it like a position?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there's
he knows too
fullbacks in
much.
rugby. I know that.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Anyway, we'll move on to the meat and gravy of the debate, which will be, who has the better fan base, Manchester City or Leicester? To start off with, Miles, do you know who will be supporting which side of the debate?
I don't know. Well, actually, no. I'll
give you a massive clue.
Sure. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. Anyway, to add a lovely little visual for the background of the debate, I decided to AI generate some fans. So we've got a Manchester City fan and a Leicester fan.
What is that sponsor like?
What's
Yeah.
the
I
haircut?
have not got the slides. So that's who they're debating for. So when you're ready, Sarah, would you like to kick us off with why
Right.
Manchester City have the better fans?
I mean, look at that jumper for a start. No, I'm joking. Okay. We have fans far and wide. Yeah. Like, we got a big fan base from around the world, but also, like, local lads.
That's only because you're like a top 6 club though.
No, we have.
All of Leicester supports Leicester. Not all of Manchester supports Manchester.
Because Manchester United isn't in Manchester, it's in Salford, and you would back me up on that, I hope.
What, as in it's not in Manchester City?
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Thank you.
She's still in Greater Manchester, though.
It's
The
in
whole of
Salford.
Leicestershire supports.
Yeah, but how big's Leicestershire? Not very big.
No, but we've got more loyal fans then.
Yeah, but a lot of your fans, I must say, did come after 2016. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah.
Why would they
But-
come after 2016?
'Cause we won the Prem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bit of a shock horror, but we won the Prem for the
5,000 to
first
1
time
odds. It was an
in
amazing
40 years.
achievement. By the way. Just saying.
But we had an
Just throw that out
amazing
there.
achievement in the year I've forgotten.
But you've got a lot of money. Your squad's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, but was it?
A lot of money.
But 20 years ago, it wasn't, and we've kept the fan base going. People could have gone.
You had
they
less
could
of
have
a
trotted
fan
off.
base before the oil money came in
They
there.
could have trotted off to United, and they didn't. They stayed. My dad's been a season ticket holder since 80s Main
We
Road.
don't need oil money to get fans there.
Pardon?
We don't need oil money to get fans.
We had fans
Let's have
before.
a pause. Miles, are you making any sense of this?
Yes, I get it. I get like Leicester's like it's a little, I don't know, it's town or city.
City.
Village.
Nowhere near as big of a club,
Watch how you
but
say
it's
Leicester.
pretty big.
I like that. It's like a little, you have to support
Yeah.
all that.
Support your local.
But I don't know. I like the idea of a rivalry. Like, if you have to have good, you have to have bad. I like that sort of rival. Does like Leicester have any rivals?
We have Coventry, scum. Hate Coventry.
All my homies hate Coventry.
They are horrible. We went to play them recently at their ground, and they were on the way on the I can't remember which road it is, but the road down. Don't know which road, but on the bridges and stuff, they'd be hanging our owner died.
Yeah.
They were hanging helicopter crash pictures and all sorts on their back. I hate them so
Yeah,
much.
that's inappropriate.
If I could swear, I would.
Yeah, that's not on.
Miles, any really, really quick questions for Sarah before we wrap up the debate?
Why are they better than United?
Because we've just won the treble, and United in the Premier League.
United have more history.
United fan season tickets are remote controls.
Remote control?
Like couch seat. What's the word? What's one sofa called?
You mean
Armchair fans.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, City fans are just a lot more joyous and.
Okay.
Active,
Miles,
I feel.
must ask you, who do you think has won this debate?
I don't know. I like the anger against Coventry. I would like.
I could be a lot more mean. Trust me. I'm having to hold
far
myself
away from
here.
Leicester.
It's still Midlands though. We have Aston Villa and Forest and that, but they're
Debate
irrelevant.
is ended. Miles, who are you gonna go for?
I'll go with Jack.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good choice.
So, scores on the doors. I've semi-lost track. I think Jack, you got about 5.
Jack won.
Sarah, you got 1.
Thank you.
Well done, Sarah.
For a debut.
Good game.
For a debut. A goal on your debut.
It's very true, yeah.
Can't beat 5 goals on debut. But oh well.
Bishop.
Anyway, you have been watching Soccerholics, the first episode of season 2. Join us in 2 weeks for the next episode. We'll have some great guests and some great games. If you have any really, really good hot takes, don't be afraid to comment them down below and we'll make sure we react to them. Thank you very much.
You can catch more of Soccerholics at the Roses in Lancaster. Next up tonight, Radio on the TV.